Hey guys, good afternoon. We'll have a quick market recap. We got the late surge into the quarterly threes and stomped on a dime where we expected the market to end up today, if you recall from this morning. Um, so we did make it up here. We're very close to hitting the RSI as well. So as soon as we get up to this 62.85.25, we'll probably have the daily RSI in alignment for the official, quote, quote, air quotes, official overbought signal on that daily. We went daily one to daily one, a little bit over because it was reaching for that target on ES and then back in. So just inside the daily, we were stuck here most of the day at the pin at 6,200. Guess the pin's right there. Finally got the pin. So at the end of the day, the dealer lets their hedges down and the market moves. That's that late afternoon push. And so that's it. It was a very, slow, lazy day. Bitcoin completely flat. Gold got up to daily two, so it broke its daily one to the upside. And crude did not break, did not break the quarterly one R ball. The little R ball quarterly one held crude. So we're going to have new monthly and quarterly ranges tomorrow. So with um, that opportunity, even though we're in the holiday week and summers are pretty slow due to everything going on and the ISM manufacturing and the jolts tomorrow. Also, there's another Atlanta Fed GDP now forecast. Um, and the API crude stocks, well, that's tomorrow afternoon. Um, we have a chance. We've got Powell again speaking tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot going on. President Trump really was, focusing in on Mr. Powell today. That was hysterical all day long. Um, and then, of course, Secretary Besant joined in with hints like, next meeting's going to be his last day in office. That was funny. So, they are definitely pushing that guy, trying to get him to quit, get him to retire. And they may make an announcement that they're going to do it for cause if he doesn't retire. That's what I think they told him. Apparently, a note was delivered to him today. I know it probably said that the rates need to be, coming down. And it may have said, we need you to step aside to get somebody in to help our agenda because they have spent an enormous amount of money trying to get these manufacturing companies back over here. And they're getting their big, beautiful bill legislation passed this week. They want the Federal Reserve to drop those interest rates to align the markets to, the economic framework that they're trying to construct. And I think that operative word from Jedi Marcus today, recalcitrant, however you say it, is correct. I mean, you just can't dig your heels in. And despite this administration, they've done too much. Very successful. Um, and negotiating all these trade deals so successfully. So they need to change their tunes and get on board or move out of the way. Absolutely. I mean, that's ridiculous. So you can't have central planning organizations holding up. That's like they're not supporting United States economic theory, they're supporting um, WEF economic theories or whatever. So it'll be good to get a Federal Reserve Board that's more in line with the administration and wants to work with them to bring the jobs back and the manufacturing and lower inflation and everything that they say that they want to do, but they never do. So, I mean, transitory, transitory, transitory. How many times do we say that word over and over and over? Um, so it'll be good. And, there might be a little bit of market activity next month as the meeting gets closer to that Fed meeting. It's going to be a doozy to see what's going to happen if they don't make an announcement before then. So we're on Jerome Powell watch 100%. So either his tactic was to get him to drop the rates down this meeting or get him out. I showed Twitter that the CME Fed Watch tool is now at like 80% for the cut to be in July. So that is almost a certainty now that we'll have it in July. So July and September. We could have three: July, September, and December. That would be good. And then again, I think Trump wants it down to 1%. They need to move the credit card rates down. I mean, Congress needs to pass a bill setting credit card rates, at 10% above the Fed funds rate. To have credit card companies hold the small businesses and consumers in a stranglehold at 30 to 35%. That's where they are. Um, Even the best credit now is at 22% on average. So you can't get out from underneath that mountain at 30%. It's ridiculous. They've got to drop it down. Especially the rates. They're so low right now anyway. It is hugely sinful what they're allowed to do. And our Republican Congress has just really fallen off the face of the earth to allow that to happen to Americans. They've got to fix it. So somebody passed my bill. I dropped one in Twitter. Um, put that in the hopper for me, and let's get that passed where we can get, credit card rates set to a certain percentage above the Fed funds rate, like LIBOR, but for consumers. Give them some Consumer Protection Act, something that's real, not fake, Miss Warren. I mean, okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you back tomorrow. And, be ready for the markets to move as we get these new ranges, quarterly, monthly ranges, with all this ISM manufacturing and JOLTS numbers coming out tomorrow. All right. Talk to you later. Thank you. Good night.